Facebook group only.
Okay.
So it's not going to be public. Hi, everyone. Argentina here. Oh, my God. My hair is a mess. Just looking at myself. Anyway, I'm here in Austin after being gone for my birthday. You all know that. In Mexico for a few weeks. And oh, my God, it's so hot in here. How you guys do it? But anyway, I'm here with Jenny. And let me turn this around. And we just did a beautiful session with Jenny. So
Hi.
Jenny.
Hi, everybody.
You came all the way from Houston. So you girls who think like, oh, you're in Austin. Don't you have a studio in Houston? It's like, you can drive, girls. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Right? How much
It was definitely worth the drive.
it totally is worth the drive. So tell us first, Jenny, what made you feel like this type of session was at the right moment in your life right now?
I guess because I finally have gotten to a place in my life that I kind of like myself. And I've quit my whole life has been looking after other people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I still have a lot of people to look after. But I finally it was a turning point. Both my parents have just passed away, and it was a place where in myself I've just decided, you know what? I need to celebrate me and who I am. And I've really come to, I've had a lot of negative put into my life over the years. And a lot of people who have told me that I was ugly, or that I wasn't important, or that I was stupid, or whatever. And I know that's not true. And so I wanted to do something that just empowered me, you know. And yeah, my husband might benefit from the pictures a little bit, but it was really about me and celebrating me and who I am as a woman and where I am at this point in my life.
Isn't it like amazing to turn 50 and suddenly it's like a light switch that goes on? You're like, what am I doing? It's my time.
Right. That's exactly it. It's like, you know, I could get bogged down in all the negativity and all the, you know, stuff that's going on around me. And we've got, you know, the corona stuff happening and everything else. But really, you know, that's all just stuff. It's all just noise. Mm-hmm. And who we are inside of us, that's what's important.
Yeah.
And I'm just, you know, God has done a lot in me, and I just wanted to celebrate it. I really did.
Yeah.
And this was just a really good opportunity to celebrate who I am and who I've become, you know. And the fact that I really, really liked the things that I'd heard and read about Argentina didn't hurt anything, you know?
So how did you like the experience with the hair and makeup?
Loved it. Loved it. Y'all should see the before and after pictures. Oh my gosh.
Well, I always still, you know, use the comparison of taking your car for getting detail for the day.
Right.
It doesn't look like that every day. We're driving around. We have all kids around, or my dogs, you know, the stuff for the horses. My cars are filthy all the time. Mm-hmm. When I finally take it to the car wash and detail, it's like, oh my God, my car is actually really nice.
I got a cute car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what this is.
The hair and the makeup was fabulous.
Yeah.
And I mean, it didn't hurt that I came in here with no makeup on and without my hair done, but still, you know.
The natural hue.
It does. I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, is that really me?
Yeah. So your experience selecting your outfits.
That was great. That was great. I just brought in some stuff that I had collected. I didn't even know what went with what, how it was going to work. Some of it, I had no idea what it was going to look like on. Mm-hmm. Some of it, I was afraid of what it was going to look like on. Mm-hmm. And Argentina just like laid it all out on the table, and while they're doing my hair and makeup, she went to town playing with stuff. And it just came out perfect, you know? And she subtracted this and added in that and mixed and matched stuff.
Yeah.
And it came out really good.
Yeah, that corset really looked so good on you.
It did. Yeah, it really did.
Put you all together. Can I pan to that picture?
Sure.
Okay, so here is, very quickly, one of her beautiful pictures. Look at that. If you guys have ever seen the movie Flashdance, this is my inspiration. Flashdance. One of them anyway. But yeah, you have amazing legs, great boobs. I think your husband, it's definitely going to be absolutely. Oh, here's this other one that I really look at that one, guys. Honestly, nobody would guess you're 50 there. I told you look like 25, And that's without Photoshop,
I was
girls.
gonna say that's before.
That's
Argentina does her
before
magic.
Photoshop, yeah. So, what do you think? What was the? We all have doubts and hesitations, mostly because we're afraid we're not going to like what we see, and we're always trying to find a reason to talk ourselves out of doing it, of why we don't deserve to do this. So
I had a lot of those.
What was it?
First of all, I was like, I'm 50 and I'm fat. I'm not going to look good in pictures. Okay. And then I was like, she's an artist and she makes money making people like me look good. So at least I'll know one way or the other. Yeah. All right. If she can't do it, nobody can. And I just quit fighting and go for it. And who knows? Maybe I'll really like it. The other thing I thought was, I don't even know this lady. And I'm driving across the state of Texas with lingerie in tow to someplace I've never been by myself. This could be really dangerous. And then I was like, you know what? Everything else has worked out beautifully for this to happen. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to let negative. So, yes, I did all the safety precautions. Yeah, I dropped a pin when I got here so people knew where I was, and that kind of stuff. And Lord knows my family has been bugging me, even though my phone's on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah, it's almost like you attract them. They never pay attention to you. And the one day you want to take a day for you,
they're everywhere.
Everywhere. Yes. Yeah.
But, so I had a lot of self-doubts. I had a lot of, I don't know how to put stuff together. I don't know how to, do I feel sexy? I did not when I got here. No. When I got here, I was hot and I was frustrated and I was running late and everything that could go wrong had gone wrong. But do I feel sexy now? Oh, yeah. I feel like I've made a friend and I feel so confident and beautiful, and it's just been a really, really, really awesome experience.
Yeah. Do you think that, I know that you said that you finally, love yourself or like yourself. How do you think this is going to help you move forward? This experience, I mean, this is totally different from what you normally do. It's not the same that just looking beautiful for a picture of your daughter's wedding, right. Which, this is, getting vulnerable completely out there, and after 5 kids, of course, things are not in their place. Right. That requires a lot of courage. I get gorgeous women that I just want to bitch slap them, honestly, when I could never do that. It's like they have the perfect bodies and they can't do it.
That's it. And honestly, I was a little intimidated looking at some of the artwork around here and stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah, well, those women are gorgeous and I'm not,
Oh, come on. But, you're going onto the wall. Look at that.
But, the point is like I said, I thought if you could make me look good, great. And if not, okay, I'll just quit trying, right? Mm-hmm. But yeah, you're vulnerable, but sometimes you just have to be at that place where you're willing to take a risk. Mm-hmm. I mean, if it didn't work out, who's going to know? Me and Argentina
and that's it.
And the makeup artist, that's it. And if it turns out great, who's going to know about it? Everybody I tell about it. That's it.
Yeah. Now you're going to take that picture in your phone. You're going to be showing it to everybody. Guess what I just did?
Right. One of my daughters was like, Mom, can I see one of the pictures? I said, depends on what the pictures look like. We'll see.
That's awesome. So what would you tell women, again, like you, that are so scared because they think think they're too fat, too old, too ugly, or too whatever, we're our worst of critics. What would they get out of this, stepping out of the comfort zone?
I think that when you step out of the comfort zone in anything, that vulnerability makes you stronger. We as women, we give birth to children, all right? You are literally sitting there with your legs in the air pushing a baby out in front of complete strangers, all right? You're vulnerable. You're pretty vulnerable. But do you learn to get past that? Yes. Are you stronger afterwards? Absolutely. Are you as easy to embarrass after? Nope. Okay. So I will tell you, I've got 5 kids, which means things are not in their place. But, I've got a lot of experience with being outside my comfort zone, And like I said, who's going to know if it's a bomb?
Right.
And who's going to know if it's successful? Me. It's, you just got to take that risk and put yourself out there. Every time you do, you come back with something. Whether it's killing a spider or whatever. Hey, you did that,
That's true. Everything that we do in our life, we had to look, what is the lesson? How is this going to help me grow?
Right.
What can I learn from this? How can I use it?
Can I just share this too?
Yeah,
and you
absolutely.
can edit this out if you want to. But when I made the appointment to come, I had some money in the bank. Like I said, my parents had just passed away. Not a lot of money, but enough that I knew I could take care of this. Didn't know what it was going to cost, but I knew it was going to be more than my comfort zone. In the last week, we've had the AC on my house go out, and 2 cars have had the transmissions go out.
Oof.
Okay, 2. Within 4 days of each other. No, we're not crazy drivers. That just happened, okay? I have been out several thousands of dollars in car rental fees and all that kind of stuff. I don't have the money in the bank anymore. But it still came. And I'm still putting myself out there. And I'm still taking a step of faith because I believe that this is a good investment in me. And I believe that even though, I've got a disabled husband, I'm the sole income earner, and I don't earn that good of money, I'm just a teacher, y'all. But I really believe that the investment I'm putting out there is going to be, the fact that I'm having to sacrifice to make these payments and all that is a constant reminder of the experience. But I think it's also worth it in the end to say, hey, look, I did that. It's another outside the comfort zone, but it's another growth. It's good. It's an investment in me and who I am. And I think that's really a good thing.
And don't you feel, and I'm pretty sure you're going to agree with me maybe when we talk again in the future, that when you put yourself first and despite of everything, you still do it and invest, God provides.
Every time. Every single time.
And the truth is that,
my husband made me flip out just a little bit, but I'll make it work.
We just have this bad habit, women, of finding reasons not to do things. And money is always the number, I can't afford that. Oh, the air conditioner just went off. Oh, the transmissions, I'm sorry, Argentina, I'm just going to have to cancel. All this happened. And so many women do that.
And even this morning, I was thinking, I really shouldn't do this. Do I really have the gas money to get down there and back? Or there. There's this, there's that, can I afford the lingerie I bought to come? No, but you know what? I was telling Argentina, I found some of the cutest panties at Walmart.
At Walmart, yeah.
In a 3-pack, and they're super cute, lacy panties.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't have to cost a lot to get prepared. But you have to get past that mindset of everybody else is more important than you. And I agree. Like, I'm the world's worst at putting everybody ahead of me. With 5 children, that's really easy to do. But at the same time, I guess I'm getting more selfish in my old age. I don't know.
It's not selfish. You're finally practicing self-love.
That's it.
Everybody tells us that's
People
selfish.
Always said that, and I've always thought in my head that is selfish. But I know that, I guess because I've gotten so empty, that I know I have to do something to fill myself back up. And I'm really loving that I did this. I'm loving that I ran away for a day. And
quiet and peace for a 3-hour drive.
It was. And I'm investing in something for me, and I'm going to value this. And it's not about, like I said, it's not about whether or not my husband loves the pictures. It's not for him. It's not about, he doesn't even really like lingerie, but I do.
Yeah.
And it's about doing something that makes me feel happy and special and wonderful and powerful. And I'm a college educated woman, I'm working on my doctorate degree.
And it's your time, Jenny.
I should have some benefit to everything that I've done. And
we always put ourselves last. And the truth is, this is the most important truth that we just so not willing to accept, that we are our biggest investment. Not the house, not the marriage, not, it's ourselves. When you invest in yourselves, in your emotional, personal growth, in your health, in your going back to school, all that, the better you become, the more you can be out there for others.
That's it exactly. I was a stay-at-home mom for 10 years before I started to school the first time. And I had been a high school dropout. I had my GED, and I suddenly, I figured out how to go back to school. I wasn't sure how I was going to handle the workload, but I figured out how I could make it work with our schedule and all that. We only had one car, one income, and my husband agreed that it was, that was something that he wanted me to do. And so I started back to school. We didn't know at that time. My husband was a very fit, healthy, active, athletic, hardworking man who always made a decent income. But what we didn't know was that the year I graduated was the year his health would start declining. And within a year of me getting out of school, he had to quit working, and I had to step up and
filling his shoes.
Yeah.
Really, as a provider.
But we couldn't see into the future. We didn't know that. But we had to take that risk and step out there to make it happen for me to be able to do that. And having the degree I have allowed me to be able to continue to provide for the family, And now it's just him and I. But let me tell you, y'all probably already know, those kids do not quit demanding even though they left home.
Do you have grandkids already?
Oh, yes.
How many?
Yes. 3.
3. Oh, you're a hot grandma.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
It's the best thing in the world, too.
Oh, I bet, because you send them home.
People always told me about proud grandmas. But nothing prepared me. It is like the greatest love affair of your life. It is awesome.
That's awesome. Right.
I asked my mom once, I said, is it like this with all of them or just the first? And she says, no, every single one. And she wasn't kidding.
Yeah.
It's every single one. They're amazing.
That's awesome. So, you have daughters, right?
I have 4 daughters and a son.
So, how do you think it's going to affect them seeing you stepping out of your comfort zone, and at 50,
I'm hoping that it's going to empower them.
Yeah.
To say, hey, you know what? It's okay. You know, I actually had two. I was trying to keep this a secret, but you know how daughters are. I told one. Now they all know. But one of them said to me, or actually, I had two of them tell me, "Mom, I'm so proud of you.
Oh,
I'm so proud of you. You really need this, and I'm really happy for you, and I hope that you just have a fabulous day."
yeah.
So, I think that's something that in itself says something, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that it really empowers them too.
Yeah. Well, you become the inspiration to other women and, to your daughters, but other women around. You're going to wake up one day and realize that, you just glow more and you inspire just by being you, because you're just going to feel more beautiful, empowered. And in that, I think that is the greatest gift, to see women that want to be like us, or they feel inspired by us. So I'm just hoping that I'm creating this chain reaction, with all these women.
My little pebble in the pond, you know?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna cut in here, girls, because Jenny has to
have a long drive.
Yeah, I know. So Jenny has, a long drive, and wow, so many of you came over and stay around. Thank you so much. It's gonna be a busy next 2 weeks, so you're gonna see me live a lot. So, and you know that you cannot be live, you can watch the replays. And you know how to contact me, private message me if you want more information. Bye, have a great weekend. It's Friday.
It is.